Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Just a Sec podcast, where we talk about nothing and everything all at once. Joining me today, we have an Emeraldus
Hello.
and me. I guess I'm the host of this, technically. Yeah.
Yeah, you would be the host.
My name is Section 8. I run a YouTube channel as well as a Twitch channel. I've realized I've never actually plugged either of those. Twitch.tv/Section 8 and YouTube. I don't know what it's actually done, but it will be in the downs that whatever it's called, the bottom part of the podcast. God, I'm such a great podcast
Veil.
host.
The veil. The veil.
I am the bestest.
You are
But
the bestest.
yeah, but yeah, we have a couple things that we have on the agenda of talking about. One of them being Skull and Bones. Just released their Smuggler Pass this past week,
Mhm.
as well as the fact of someone is getting back into spouts,
Oh, oh, that's fun. Hell yeah.
mainly hokey spouts.
Okay.
So, which one would you rather talk about first?
Let's get Skull and Bones out of the way.
All right, so Skull and Bones just released their, well, not just released, but they released their season one, which I don't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but it has a lot of poison in it now.
Plague styled one, yeah.
Yeah, pestilence, I think
Oh,
it's called.
pestilence, yeah.
So yeah, they dropped that. They've put a new boss in, La Peste, which makes me think it's just a pasta boss.
It is it's impasta.
It's a pesto boss.
It's impasta and pesto.
But they added that, and they added a bunch of new little annoying little fucks in the game.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, they also added the smuggler pass where you can get some added on. Like they added, I think, 3 new weapons technically. I know
hmm
they added Lafleur. They added another one that you get in just the pass itself, and I think there's one more. I'm not positive, but they did add no, 2 or 3 new hull armors, which very much intrigued us because we actually did go ahead and buy one of them, and that has become a problem for anyone else.
A little.
And then let's see what else. They've also added more cosmetics for the ships and a few
They
other
have
things.
the one that I really like is the Leviant, which is
Your
literally
Cthulhu
a
armor.
Cthulhu. It's my Cthulhu armor.
Yeah.
100%.
So I mean, they've added a lot of stuff into it. Would you say that it has bumped up the playability of this game?
It gives some of the tasks that we do a little bit more meaning, yes. Did it give a lot? No. Like, it gives a lot for when it comes to things that they've added. But to me, I'm gonna say I'm kind of on the fence. Like, for me, I'm fine. Because again, I love the game. So to me, it doesn't phase me. But for like people who are already struggling with the game, I don't think it's enough. If you know what I'm coming from. Because again, yes, now like when you're doing your like grabbing your coins at your ports, now the pestilence are coming to harass you. And now we have, of course, the boss. But like I've tried to do that by myself just for shits and giggles to see if people were doing it. Nobody's doing it, and it should be fucking happening constantly right now, with it being less than a week old.
Well, I actually found a forum where people are talking about it. And someone said the main reason the majority of people are not fighting it is because they get so aggravated by the little suicide boats. Because the downside is there is major tunnel vision in this game when you're playing it because you are
Oh,
focused
100%.
on your target, and it makes it to where unless you know about the little guys coming in the background, you pay
hmm
no attention to your surroundings. So, like our
Well,
first run, we got him down to half health, and then we started dying.
yeah. The only thing was like the big thing too with that fight is you can't hyper focus and stay in gun mode, or you're not gonna see his circles of fucking death,
Yep.
which was like a big thing, right? I'm
Well,
glad we had the experience that we had with him to kind of see what he does. But we definitely like now that we have a bit more power, I'm not as worried. But I would still want to have like one good person with
yeah, I
us,
would say if we
if
could
not
get
two.
Whiskey geared up like we are, even if we just
Oh,
get him like the guns we have, not necessarily
oh,
even the armor or anything like that, but just the guns, I think we could take him on because we're doing so much damage now.
oh, I know, 100%.
Especially if we get that that furniture that lets us see his weak spots as well.
Yeah.
I don't foresee us having any more trouble with him. So I do agree with you. They did not add a lot, but I do like the fact this is only for 12 weeks.
Mhm.
Then in 12 weeks another one comes out. That is one of the big things that I hope people are paying attention to is that it's not like some games where this is going to be out for like 4, 5, 6 months. This is just a 12-week venture.
Yeah.
And then in 12 weeks, a new one comes out. So every 3 months, you're getting a brand new expansion. And I mean, the next one I think is fleet management, which I don't
Yes.
know about you. I'm kind of
No.
hyped for.
I need that fleet. If it does kind of like what we're hoping it does, yeah, I'll bow down to that master any
Yeah, because
day.
if anyone hasn't watched the stream, what let's go over what we hope it's about. Because
Mhm.
there might be someone watching this that hasn't watched me stream it yet or seen any VODs of it. So I know the big thing I'm hoping for is since they do have the expansion area and everything to where you're able to have multiple ports that are making you pieces of eight and everything, me and M are hoping that this means that you are able to contract people probably by paying them pieces of eight or silver to basically go and gather all this for you and bring it back to port. And I would love it if it's just like, hey, and like I could see it being good and bad. What I would love, it's just like, hey, your your fleet has gathered it all, but the second they hit open water, it broadcasts it to everyone.
Yeah.
So when it hits the open water part, it broadcasts it to people, and then it's like you have to defend it or you lose everything you've done so far.
Yeah.
Because
Kind of like a different version of the double or nothing.
yeah, but make it to where it's all of it. So like for people, that's a payday. Because imagine a ship having, I don't know, let's say bottom tier, 5,000 pieces of eight on it. That can
Mhm.
buy the new boat instantly. Like, imagine how many people would go after it. And don't make it easy for them. Make it to where, like, whatever tier you are, it's like a tier above you. Don't give them elite status either. Make it to where you actually have a challenge of defending them. Because, like, I think that would add a bit of fear into it, as well as a bit of, holy shit, I really have to struggle now.
Yeah.
Because I even
Exactly.
just going picking up the piece of eight, unless you get the double or nothing, I don't have that moment of going, oh, I might die on this.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
You should,
podcast, Squirrel.
you should avoid doing that then,
Well, I don't have any fear of dying, so why would I avoid it?
because that's how you die.
I don't know. We've done what? Probably easily over 10 runs, and I don't think me nor M have died once doing it.
Nope. And I mean, this last one, we were getting surrounded pretty badly, but we are still fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, so far I have really high hopes that Skull and Bones does continue to produce good content, and we might end up with a game to where we might even be able to get more people in the pack to want to play it.
Yeah. Cause yeah, right now it's still bare bones, but again, we'll see. I do still hope uh that when the next season comes out, we get a free pass to get in as well.
I wouldn't
Because
bet on it. I bet they'll do a free version
yeah,
and then
when
a
we're not
paid
paying real
version.
money. Yeah, like it better not be a paid version for us because we spent the extra money for it.
Well, the
And
big thing I'm thinking,
mm,
because you know how we got the 500 DMC,
yeah,
I bet the DMC is going to be what pays for it. So we're going to have more than
I'm
enough.
just saying. I'm
I,
just
I
saying.
I know, but I'm saying I'm betting that with the money we're getting from this pass as well as what we already have, we'll have more than enough DMC to afford it.
I still don't think that we should have to pay for it because again, what was the point of buying the extra bonus if we were because it said it would be for all. That's why I'm like I'm
I
just
don't
hoping
think
that they
it said
keep
all. I
it.
think it said one smuggler pass token.
Ba-ba-da-ba. But can't remember.
I'm not sure. I am now the owner of a 1080 Ti Founders Edition, though, which
Ooh,
is kind of cool.
nice. Let's see. What does it work or?
Well, I potatoes whining downstairs. I'm not sure. I don't know. I didn't actually try it.
Oh, not yet.
So from the way that he talked about it, I know I mentioned it before, but he said that it works until you put it under load. But the interesting thing is, he said if you reinstall the NVIDIA drivers, it'll run at about 80 degrees Celsius for 2 hours, and then it starts crashing.
Overheat.
Yeah,
Because they
that's what
ain't
I'm
supposed to
thinking.
be that hot.
Well, apparently these cards, it's a blower style cards. They do run hotter,
Yeah, but it's not
but
supposed to be 80 constant.
yeah, I think I read that 85 is
Thermal throttling.
kind of like the max. That's where it starts thermal throttling, but it's completely safe at that level. Obviously not what you want, but it is safe. So instead of plugging it in or doing anything, like I kind of wish I would have, I brought it home and I took it apart. That's the first thing I did. So I've got the thermal paste off, and it looked like the paste. Honestly, I don't think they did a very good job. It seemed like most of the paste actually went off onto the sides of the processor. It wasn't actually there wasn't a whole lot that was actually between the processor and the cooler
Yeah.
or the heatsink. So I wasn't very impressed with that. And then I looked at all the thermal pads, which had most of them had been replaced by ones that are actually in really good shape, but they didn't clean off all of the old gunk
That's usually what
when they
happens.
put the new pads on there.
Because a
So
lot
they
of people
just
that refurb those don't actually do a good job.
yeah, and so it's got the gray funk on the thermal pads that I took off, but it also had some on like the different components of the GPU. Some of the I'm really hoping that this is not the original thermal pad because this is like a sliver of thermal. Yeah, like it's not going to do anything.
Yeah.
And it was still covering a portion of it. And while I was watching a video on how to take these things apart because I didn't want to break it in the process, and when he took the cover off of his, he actually had thermal padding on a whole section that was not on here. I'm like, that's interesting. So I've got new pads, and it was also missing several screws, meaning that it's obviously been taken apart before.
Yeah.
And these are some teeny tiny ass screws that were probably lost in the process. But nonetheless, I've got some new screws coming and some new thermal pads, and I took it apart, and the fan shouldn't have been impeded. It should definitely have been able to cool if all of the contact points were good. It was a little dirty, but it wasn't like completely clogged with pubes.
Well, I'd hope it wasn't clogged with pubes. That'd be a little weird.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
I mean, really wondering machine.
that's just the joke. There's an Instagram, a shop out in North Carolina that I watch, and he's like, this laptop is covered with all of your pubes, and it's really funny how he does it. And so that's kind of my go-to now. Is anytime I see hairs inside of a computer, I assume it's pubes, even if it's mine. And my computer's upstairs; it doesn't see any of that action.
That we know of.
No, I promise you, it doesn't see any of that action.
That we know of.
Why the fuck would I come upstairs to do that?
I don't know. You're weird.
Have to do a walk of shame back downstairs? No,
Yeah.
bro. No.
But yeah. Ooh, kid got a puck. But no, I mean, I do generally hope that Skull and Bones does get more content and that it continues progressing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it will. Or it's Ubisoft. I mean, what's Siege on? Year 10?
Year 9, season 1.
Are you sure? I think they're in year 10 now.
No, I think it's year 9 still, because it's Deimos coming out this time.
But they'll probably treat it like that. They're like, oh, we got a game that like people are actually interested in. Let's beat this dead horse till it stops spitting out money.
I mean, it's worked for Siege. And I mean, if they add good content continuously, I could see Skull and Bones getting there. Like, the big thing I still will beat like a dead horse to compare it to. It's like the release of Grand Theft Auto Online.
Yeah.
Squirrel, you were there. Grand Theft Online had nothing when it released.
Yeah.
But now look at it. It's got a lot of flying vehicles that realistically it shouldn't really have. I think everyone still agrees that the Oppressor Mark II was the worst thing they added.
So much fun. Worst decision ever.
All right. Well, I think that's enough of Skull and Bones. How about what are we thinking? We got Squirrel here. How about we talk a little bit about Helldivers 2? Because he definitely doesn't like Helldivers 2.
Oh,
No,
not at
definitely
all.
not.
No, he's all about communism, definitely not democracy, right?
I don't do my part.
No, he's actually a traitor.
Whoa,
Constantly team killing.
Wait, no. Oh, hold on. No, let's not even start spreading bullshit like that.
Yeah, if you see Squirrel during your game, just assume he's going to shoot you in the back.
You know, it's ironic that you say that, of all people. I did. So I've been watching videos. I mean, because it pops up on my Instagram because I'm definitely not obsessed. But apparently that is a thing now. You can kill your squad while they're in the ship that takes you back to your destroyer.
Because I tried that before and it didn't even affect any of y'all because I hit y'all with a Flammenwerfen. And no one's
it doesn't have
down.
to be a special weapon anymore.
Yeah, so I was under the impression that no matter what I did, it wouldn't kill y'all. And then all of a sudden, Squirrel died. I'm like, huh. Oh well, get on the vertical plane or vertical helicopter or horizontal helicopter and fly away.
Yeah, because that worked out so well.
It did. We got on the horizontal helicopter and flew away.
It didn't work out at all.
Yeah, it did. You just didn't get exfil.
I understand. That's why.
And then the second time, or then another time, you got your revenge, but they waited for me. That was the best part. He's like, ha, revenge. Wait, why are we waiting?
Bastards.
They took away his glory very, very quickly.
Well, you had Lucy there.
They didn't take away the glory. I still got it.
Mm-hmm.
But he got the point still. I mean, honestly, it really works out better if all 4 of us exfil or all of the Helldivers exfil because we do get more points that way. So I got my revenge and I still got the points. So it's kind of a win-win. In the moment, it didn't feel like that, but now it is.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I'm like, you were pretty salty. I remember.
Yeah. In the heat of the moment, you were salty. But now looking at it with a clear head, you're like, nah, it wasn't so bad. But
They're
no,
gonna update this app.
Helldivers 2, I like it, but I don't at the same time yet. Because it has the same feel, and it's probably legit because I've got so burnt out on it because of how I used to play Call of Duty Zombies. It's just Call of Duty Zombies at times. It's just horde after horde after horde. And if they have more like objective based ones, like I would love like multi-phase objectives. And I know there are some, but if they start adding more in, I would really probably get hooked onto it.
Are you saying like having more of get the codes and then go to the other side of the map to use the code to launch the missile
Well, not
kind
even
of
like the
thing?
other side of the map, but like let's say it's just like because they're gonna add mechs and everything, make it to where like there's certain mechs on the map to where like to even start using them or anything, you have to actually do like steps to get it. It's not just hop in and roll, as well as like objectives in the game, like make it to where it's like a sector thing. You keep pushing them back and you keep having to do an objective or something like that. Or even like a mass thing to where like another fun thing I think would be like in the future, because I doubt they could do it anytime soon because they have to really troubleshoot and all that. Have it to where like there is a massive event that goes on every so often to where like let's see, you have a squad of 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 20, 32. Have a 32 squad go into the same map and try to fight a like ultra boss or something like that.
Oh, there are people that are um oh, that mission's full. There are people that are already talking about stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
because that would.
they
Oh, go ahead.
um they want to just like an all out chaos situation being cool as shit.
Because like imagine like 32 people and you're stuck at a prime example, Starship Trooper. You're stuck at a base and you have to defend it, and as time progresses, like you're just waiting on the exfil. It comes at a set time, 15 minutes. You have to hold out, but you're on limited resources and everything, so you have to hold out for 15 minutes. And like as time progresses, more of the harder bosses come in. So like all of a
Yeah.
sudden, like you're at 2 minutes to exfil, and all of a sudden the bosses start spawning in, and like you've already used all your ordnance and everything, so you have to fight it with just guns and hope you can survive for the 2 minutes. Because like I think if they really, because let's be honest, this game feels like Starship Trooper, the Starship Trooper we like or want to watch. And so, or even like another one I compared to was Terminator. So it would be so fun to fight like just long strategic battles that you have to be very smart and very careful. Because I kind of enjoy that aspect that some of it has at times to where you actually have to think when you're doing stuff. But like just running around killing things all the time, it's just like, kind of gets boring at times, you know?
A little.
I mean, we do unlock new like new missions playing on the harder difficulties.
Yeah, I
Like
know
the
that,
blitz missions.
but I'm saying like just big missions. That
Why
that's
am I on this planet anyway?
that's one thing I would like. It's just a lot of big, not a lot of big missions, but like a couple really nice big missions to do every now and then. Kind of do it like a raid, basically, to where you actually have
Shit.
to do an organized group doing a drop on an area.
We can't go back to the creek. It's 59% liberated. We can't go there.
I thought the creek was lost.
The creek was lost. Now it's 59% unlost, but the sector is blocked out.
Oh, I think they said that it's going to reopen during the mech drop. Oop.
Huh. I mean, I hope that we don't lose progress because they locked us out of it. I mean, I'm sure we will, but
Probably. But no, I mean, like I said, I've got high hopes for it. It's another game just like Skull and Bones. Kind of, it's gonna start off a little slow, but there's a lot of hype for it.
A lot of potential.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential. Like that's something I've enjoyed about the games that have dropped. There's so much potential in a lot of these games already. And it's got me so pumped for like the future years of gaming.
Well, it
Granted,
has been a very good year for games, in honest opinion.
I would
it's been a good year for the non AAA titles. It's
Yeah.
been great for the gamers, not so much the big companies that make the games.
Well,
Because
yeah,
they're
not
mad because Helldivers and what's the other game that I was playing a lot of?
the finals.
Well, no, the finals are free. Um, it's where you go to the
Oh, they're still
planets and
making
loot all the scrap.
Mm.
Lethal Company.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, I mean, we're not playing a AAA game either in Skull and Bones.
Yeah.
It's
It's a
it's
quadruple A.
Ubisoft. A quadruple A. Oh my
Did you
Yeah, they're
forget that?
bullshit.
It's a
god.
quadruple A game.
Fucking Ubisoft. I want to play on Extreme.
But I mean, I will say these last 2 years of gaming have been revolutionary for the gamers themselves.
Yeah, well, even look at like Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, that's why I was saying these last 2 years.
Yeah.
Because like Baldur's Gate 3 released and it got so many people excited for turn-based RPGs.
Yeah, coming back into the front and center, and the fact that they literally thought of fucking almost everything, and you can do it, which is just wild.
Yeah, like you want to fuck a bear, you can fuck a bear.
You want to be evil? Be evil. It's
Yeah,
great. It's
Yeah.
absolutely fabulous for that reason.
legit have a character based on it called the Dark Urge, where you
Yeah.
get rewarded for doing evil deeds.
Yep.
You want to just obliterate all of Baldur's Gate, especially the inner wall? Go ahead. That fucked up merchant, you realize that you sold something to, and then he just overcharged you because you accidentally sold it and couldn't buy it back? And just stab him in the throat.
Yep.
Or just telekinetic shove him off the face of the earth.
Just send them into the sea. We should send the sea bitches into the sea.
Oh, and steal all their outfits.
Yeah.
That's on the next playthrough, definitely.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I mean,
Well, since
oh, go ahead.
That's crazy.
oh no.
No, you go ahead.
No, my question is gonna be off video game, so finish up.
I was just gonna say that I really hope that we continue this momentum in developing more games that interest people of multiple categories to get them drawn back in, because that was the plus side of Baldur's Gate 3. It got the D&D players to want to play.
Yeah.
And a lot of
did.
them realized that, oh hey, games aren't so bad anymore. And let's be honest, one thing me and you were excited for was the fact that because the Baldur's Gate 3 came out, we have more VTTs that got dropped.
Yeah.
So it just gives a whole new realm for even DMs and everything to actually have more freedom on doing online dungeon mastering versus
Yes.
when you were stuck like doing simple stuff like doing it over Discord or Skype.
Mhm. That now there's things that are opening up for those D&D players
Yeah, like
that make
Hellspire.
playing on. Yeah, Hellspire. There's also a new one called Project Orc. I was just looking at that. That one is very close to Aspire. I'll send you a link to that here.
Because I know
Because
what
I
we
just
use. Oh, go ahead.
because what I was gonna say was I was watching one of the D&D people that I like to watch because she posts like once every
Shit.
few months.
Oh, that's-
Mhm.
And she was talking about it, and I checked it out, and I was like, holy shit. I was like, kudos. And another one is the one is born.
Because I know what we used to run was Foundry VTT, which, don't get me wrong, I still have a good love for Foundry VTT. Because it was super simple to set up. The only thing that sucked about it was making maps.
I sent you a link in your private chat,
Okay.
so
But
you
yeah,
can see what I'm talking about.
yeah, like the map making was really rough
Mm-hmm.
because you basically had to do third party map making and all that. But like being able to DM in Foundry VTT was so easy. And
Yeah.
even like y'all connecting and running it was easy. Which is
Mhm.
the big thing is that people are able to load in and actually, not have to
Oh,
struggle or go, how do I do this again?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for the future of gaming as well as the future of D&D stuff, which we really have to
Oh.
get back into.
Yes. Yes. I haven't had a RP itch for a while at all. Nope.
Nope,
Not at
not a
all.
D&D itch. Granted, we
Not
still
at
have
all.
to get us a DM besides me or you, so we can do a Xander and Belladonna playthrough.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck yes, please. The fun we will have with that, because knowing after playing Baldur's Gate with the theory of those two, I want to actually see them in a play, like in a good like gaming sesh,
Yeah,
to see what the fuck happens with those two.
especially due to the fact that Xander, if he needs to lead, he can lead.
Yes.
That's the big plus side.
Well, and not being ignored.
Yeah, just going, hey, get your shit together.
I still remember when she like hit Kit to be like ice when they were getting flanked, but Kit was there and whatnot, and it worked. But he was an NPC. Like, it's so sad because the other two just ran away.
Well, the other three,
Yeah.
because that was also when Color was playing.
Oh yeah,
Yep, all
that
three of
was.
them ran forward and left you in the back.
And it was a good thing I stayed back with an NPC to keep it from getting fucking flanked.
Yep. Granted, the best thing about that was the fact that someone got charmed as well.
Yeah,
The
you deserved it.
fucking robot got charmed.
Just ooh eyes all the way.
Oh, I finally find somebody who's calling for help, and their lobby filled up so fast.
Oh, of course. Well, I guess the next topic we can talk about is
Wait,
someone
I
get.
got one.
Oh,
I got one first. I got one first
okay.
because I brought it up to Whiskey, or about it, and I just need to know, especially because you guys are brothers. Squirrel, have you ever had lemon meringue pie?
I think
Silence.
we've talked about this, and no, I don't know what that is.
Oh God! All right.
I don't think we have that in the South.
Understand how?
I think that's one of them Yank things, you know?
So, but to be fair, I'm also not big on sweets and pies and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
I
I'm
like
not.
Hold on.
caramel
What did
pie
I'm
what
is
not.
did you
cool.
say it was again?
It's lemon meringue. It's tarty.
Lemon meringue pie. Have you ever heard of it? Had it? Wifey said it's delightful. She's had it before.
Yes.
No,
All right.
you put like an almond pie
No,
in
I
front of me or
mean
something? Oh,
probably, but no.
It is American.
The chocolate pie.
Uh,
what, the lemon meringue?
It's a lemon
yeah.
version of the chocolate
Yeah,
pie.
I never said it was an
Or-
American. I was saying it's a northern
Okay.
thing.
Nah.
We like our things sweet. We like diabetes in the South. Come on now.
It's a southern specialty.
Really? Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I bet I know. It was probably made in the early eras,
Yeah.
like back
Victorian
when
age.
yep, manners and all that.
Yeah. It's like it's sweet, but it's very light, but it's very tardy because of the lemon, right?
Yeah, it was probably something that was back when cooking proved your etiquette, or like what kind of desserts you had to would depict what etiquette you had.
Yeah.
That stupidity and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, that wonderful stuff.
Oh, I see your crisps are a little soggy. Hmm. You must be one of them peasants.
Well, it says the first documented recipe for the dessert, combinating the lemon
Why I just press that
custard and the
button so
meringue,
aggressively.
was published in the States in 1847.
Yeah, so
There you
that
go.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I
Hmm.
sent you a picture of what it looks like.
Yeah.
That, and it is very egg heavy, like, because you use the egg whites for the top, which gives it like a very interesting foam
Yeah, it's
that you
whipped
bake.
egg. Yeah.
Yeah, it's whipped egg. And then all the yolks are in the lemon tart and the custard. I will have to make that when I come down. The only time you'll see eggs, and then they'll be gone.
I mean, I don't really have eggs in my house. Granted, I know where we can get fresh eggs.
Wait, how are you gonna call in for an SOS if you have a full squad?
Yes.
That's not how that works.
Because, yeah, my mom has a bunch of chickens, so fresh eggs.
Heck yeah. Fresh eggs? Hell the
And you
fuck
can even have
yeah.
duck eggs.
Ooh, I haven't had that.
They were talking about how they had too many ducks. I'm like, well, I like duck. Like, and myself, I was like, I don't know if I could do that. It's like, well, don't worry. You ain't got to do it. You're just going to come home and there's going to be one less duck.
Just one less duck. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, who needs a duck, right? Well, I guess now we can go into one of the other topics we have.
Yeah.
Someone getting back
Sport.
into hokey sports,
Okay. Hockey, the real Canadian sport.
particularly one team, which is even funnier. You're based in Edmonton, and the team you enjoy watching right now is in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah, the Predators. But then again, I have a hate for the Oilers. That is so, so, so scarring.
Which is understandable.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just
Now,
happy you're getting back into enjoying hockey and just going hockey. Ugh.
hockey. Ugh. I never went hockey. Ugh.
I know, but I'm just saying, just like the seeing you excited or hearing you being excited while you're watching it and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's still different. Like if I'm like again, if I'm there in person and I'm watching the game in person, I'm screaming. I don't give a fuck. I'm just not screaming on mic, but I mean, I'm still making noise.
Yeah, I usually go mute when I'm doing it,
Mhm.
just
Well, yeah,
because
it's the
I
same.
lose my voice completely at times, especially with all the chants we have. Well, that's weird. They're doing a cam at the arena in Minnesota, and everyone's drinking beer out of bottles.
Okay.
That's so weird in an arena. Because normally it's like cups or cans, so it's weird seeing them with bottles in their hand.
I just feel like that's like a hazard.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get
get in a
smashed with a
bar fight.
bottle. How many bottle like again like my biggest thing, which people won't know about it, is the fact of I was working in nightlife when the Oilers got into the finals. And when they were against, when they were there, it got pretty bad on the streets. And like another fun thing is anyone who had like a glass beer bottle, those were getting chucked through store windows, at people, at cars. It wasn't safe to be outside to a point, even when we were winning, because people were just losing their shit. And
Yeah,
that really did
Or
leave an
what?
effect on me. But of course, I also was part of. I got to watch a fucking raid happen, and with like helicopters, the cops in raid outfits, dogs, shield, everything. Like, it was terrifying to see in real life. And yeah, and like I said, it left a mark. I went from being majorly into hockey to suddenly never watching hockey again. And it was the team. It was very soured by the team.
Yep.
Because as soon as I started watching the Predators, I just lost myself into it. I think if you guys weren't talking about what was happening, I was not talking about anything else to a point, because I was just in the zone.
Yep. Now all we gotta do is start acquainting you with the players,
Yes,
which
and
I'm slowly but surely introducing you to a lot of them just by announcing people.
yeah, and I'm starting to click some of the names as ready.
Yep. Roman Yossi, Cody Glass. Then you got
Ex-
ROR.
Except every time I see Yoshi, I'm like, it's Yoshi. That's all that goes through my head, and that's how I'm remembering him.
Hey,
It's like Yoshi.
that's fine.
No.
Everyone has their own way. I mean, heck, the funny part about it is, I could legit send you a puck signed by him. Oh, I have one spare.
He's been doing so good.
Oh yeah.
Like, if there's one person that's really sticking out right now, it's him. And the goalie for the team is absolutely on fucking par.
UC Saros.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason that like he was handed the gloves by our franchise goaltender. Like
Yeah,
when
because you know
Pekka Rinne retired, he basically said that Saros was ready to take on the mantle and be the next franchise.
yeah.
And
Because you know, like
I
he
hope
saved
that
some
we
really good
don't.
ones.
Yeah, I really hope we don't end up trading him away. But the
Mhm.
downside is we have a goalie in the AHL that will be. I think he will end up being in the NHL before UC would probably retire. Because Askarov in the AHL, hey, I think I gotta double check. I think Askarov is the #1 goalie in the AHL right now.
I don't know if they're still on a roll, but
No,
oh
they
fuck,
haven't. They've lost quite a bit.
oh man,
No, he is the #4 goalie with the second most games played.
Mhm.
His goal against average in 30 games is 2.14. He's got 21 wins, 8 losses, 1 overtime. Let's see. His save percentage is .917. And wow, he's actually received a lot of shots in the shootout. He's received 13 shots in the shootout. And he's only received 5 goals in a shootout. So his shootout percentage is not that great. Funny fact though, he's one of the few in the top 5 that have an assist. Wait, Blomqvist used to be in the NHL though.
oh fuck.
But I will say, watching Askarov play has been absolutely hysterical because I'll put it this way: his very first shutout, he celebrated, and you want to know what he did?
What?
He dropped the goal on himself and started bench pressing it. I saw that. I'm like, ain't no fucking shot he did that. But yeah, he's not that old actually. His only downfall is the fact that he's Russian, so he's gonna get a lot of hate no matter what.
Yeah, unfortunately.
He was one of our first round picks too. I did not realize that in 2020. 2002. This man is 22 years old.
Oh god. I feel so old.
6'4", 187, catches right. Oh, he's a right-handed
I
goalie
think
too.
this difficulty might be a little too much for me solo.
Oh my god, baby face version of him is terrifying.
Oh, when you remove the beard?
Well, he doesn't have a beard. When you remove his mustache and take it back to when he was in the European Hockey League,
Mm-hmm.
like he looks like
No,
he's
no,
like
no, no, no.
15 in the picture. I'm actually curious. What is the league standings currently? Oh shit. The ads are number 1 in the Central Division right now. Fuck yeah. Holy shit. They've got less games played. So technically speaking, they're number 2 in the entire league. Due to the fact that they've only played 50 games, and the two teams above them, one of them played 53, the other one played 55. But they're all at 73, meaning that by logic standpoint, damn. I still need to get me a fucking
Oh
jersey.
fuck.
But I mean, that's my next venture, is going to be watching AHL as well. The only downside is, well, actually no, that's not bad. You can actually just buy a team package where you just watch your team for an entire season. And that's home and
Okay.
away. It's $40 for the entire year.
It's not too bad.
No, that ain't bad at all. And of course, if you want to be able to, oh, okay. So here's the funny thing. And I mean, it's based on mid-season pricing, so it's gonna go up. That's for the team package for just one team, or you can get the all access package, meaning I think it's for everyone. And you can get the regular season for $10 extra, or the regular season and the playoff for $70.
Where the fuck did you come from?
That way.
No, that way.
No, that way.
Right there. No, it was right there. Under there.
But I mean, I would love to actually go to some AHL hockey games, because I hear they're like super fucking intensive of like the fans getting interacted.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly because it is smaller and everything.
Yeah.
So I would love to go up to like Milwaukee and all of us go watch a ads game. That way you could see the great Askarov possibly bench press the goal again. Like I gotta see. Hang on.
Spectrum Business is made to work the
All right. Share. Copy. that picture does it for you, right? Him. Just see him.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's awesome.
I mean, the excitement for it, like, that's what I love in hockey. Just being able to see a goalie who it's his very first shootout win. Well, I think it was actually his first shootout in general. And he's just like, yep, I'm going to bench press this goal now.
What you gonna do? Nothing.
You ain't gonna do shit because you lost.
You
Go,
lost, bitch.
go back to your
You
tunnel and
lost.
cry. But yeah, it's that gives me a lot of excitement for the fact that that potentially is going to be playing for the Predators in the future.
Yeah.
And I really hope they don't use him as trade bait just because he's doing so well. But that's what I'm really worried about. Especially since he's already 22.
Yeah.
Because if he was like 19 or 20, I think he would stay with the Admirals and then come up to the NHL. But how old is Saros? UC Sharo, 28 years old. And if we go by hockey standards, they usually play till 34, even all the way up to 40.
Yeah. That is true.
Because, yeah, he... Okay, that's actually really funny. I did not realize this. On his... Have you actually looked up UC Saros before, Squirrel?
Hold on. Kaboom. I don't know what you said.
Have you looked up UC Saros's stuff and everything?
No. Fuck. I swapped to my other weapon. This is bullshit.
Is this person real? Is this really his name? Is Saros's father's name literally Pekka Saros?
If it's on Wikipedia, it's probably somebody wrote that.
No, it's not. Like even the Preds posted about it. Yeah, I think his name is legit Pekka Saros. That is so funny. Because there's even a trend on it. Because the big thing about it is that his dad is part of the Finnish Basketball Association.
Oh my god. That wasn't supposed to bounce.
That is hysterical. The only reason I'm making such a point of that is because our goalie before was Pekka Rinne.
Okay.
So the fact that his father's name is Pekka Saros, I thought someone was making a joke saying, "Oh, look, Pekka Rinne just changed his last name to Pekka Saros." But then I also looked up that apparently Pekka is a very common Finnish name, which kind of makes it even funnier. I mean, nothing's going to beat being able to say we've got a giant bronze Pekka outside of Bridgestone Arena. But yeah. Anything else we need to mention in this podcast? Anything else we need to go over? Anything? Or are we just going to shenanigans it for the final little bit?
Well, the Preds are doing really good. They're on their 8-win streak.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised I did not see anything posted by the Preds because normally every time they win, they post that you can get tickets for like dirt fucking cheap. But strangely enough, they didn't do it this time.
Interesting.
Which, I mean, that's fine. It usually happens. Because I do want to go to a game, but the one I want to go to is the Hockey Fights Cancer one.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
Mainly because that one's got a lot of history for me.
Yeah.
to the fact that we've had quite a bit of that in my family bloodline and all that.
Yeah, both of my grandparents, my mom's side, died of cancer.
So fuck cancer.
Yeah, cancer.
Let's see.
And my aunt beat cancer here.
Woo!
So, yeah.
'Cause
But yeah, fuck cancer.
add-ons available. Which one is the Hockey Fights cancer date? Is it the Blues? I don't remember. If I go to the National Predator page, I think I'll find it.
There's no way.
There's no way.
Well,
I've been drinking again.
I've been drinking all the alcohol.
I don't know. I used to remember where to go to see what our community events were. Fan experience? No, I don't think that. Request a player. Oh. Fan experience. Right on Zamboni, send a message on Fang Vision, send in the press penalty box. Oh, that's actually not that bad. I did not realize how inexpensive it was to go during pregame warm up into the penalty box, Squirrel.
oh,
Yeah, as long as you fill out a form within business hours prior, you can go down there for $100.
Hmm.
And of course, you cannot wear opposing gear, which go figure, right?
yeah, you shouldn't be wearing opposing gear at a home game anyway.
Hockey Fights Cancer. What day is it? Okay, it is the St. Louis Blues. Thursday, 7 p.m. game. That is going to be an expensive one. Oh, actually, that's not bad. $50 a seat. How expensive was 201? Not great. Not bad. Looks like looks like standard tickets. 137. 203. Okay, I mean that ain't bad realistically.
I should have brought a turret.
A turret. 224 row C. Wish I could get closer. There's a row B in 201. That's only the second row back. $300 for tickets. Not bad. All right. Well, I guess.
I think it's good enough.
Huh?
No. You
Well,
said this is good enough. I
yeah.
think we've done enough.
Yeah. Had a nice little podcast. Had a nice little chit chat and all that. So, yeah. So, thank y'all for coming out and joining the podcast. Thank you to my guest, Emeraldus, as well as Squirrel, for joining me in a lot of the shenanigans that we talked about.
Always.
Yes.
Even though one was just playing a game.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But, yeah. You can always catch us on the podcast every Monday, where it gets posted on YouTube, and I am still currently trying to figure out how to do RSS feed, which is a fun thing to learn. I don't suggest it for anyone unless you really want a headache. As well as yeah, you can catch me on twitch.tv/section8, as well as on the tube of U's under the username section8. So yeah, thank you all for coming out and joining, and thank you all for listening, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.